everybody, Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Boku no Hero Academia chapter 300. And last chapter had to be one of the most powerful chapters of this series because we saw Hawks face his past. He no longer had to run away from it thanks to Dabi and also the Safety Commission falling apart. Because what happened was what the Safety Commission did ultimately because of Hawks's past is they silenced him. They bounded his wings from like truly flying and being able to fly back and face the past. And because it's gone, he was able to speak his mind about it. And now what he can do, and he also respected twice for what he was able to do. Now he can actually do what needs to be done, which is save Endeavor, like Endeavor saved him when he was a child. So I fucking love what Horikoshi did there. Anyway, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. The city has fallen into a panic while the citizens were still trying to wrap their heads around the chaos from 2 days prior. A horde of heinous villains had been let loose in a series of unprecedented events, and the mere existence of Nomu had become the last straw. I fucking love these panels, and Nomu were like me. I love that the villains in the shadows, and then, the mere existence of Nomu, it's bright white in the background, and then Nomu were like, hey. Nice metaphorical art, Horikoshi. This is great. What Hawks had previously mentioned to Endeavor about nationwide rumors of unconfirmed Nomu sightings, those frightening inhuman species had first appeared at UA and ate away at everyone's peace of mind ever since. That peace of mind being that, tranquil glass of water. And why it's a glass? Because humans are fragile like that. The murmurings had taken root in people as a manifestation of their growing anxiety. Grievances that had piled up higher and higher until it all came crashing down like the shattered glass. And I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me of the metaphor that was used in Beastars when there was the riots going on outside of the meat market, the black market. It just reminds me, the black meat alley or whatever. That's what this reminds me of, because we had a similar metaphor there with the glass, and the water was just about to the water in the glass was about to overflow. That's what this reminds me of. Horikoshi, I know where you got this metaphor from, but I like that Horikoshi went with the shattered glass instead of overflowing, because this is straight up anxiety instead of an overflowing glass. Anyway, first things first, grab the food and the cash. We're really able to walk around freely. The big guy's up there shining down on us. Shion prison escaped convicts cider house. Wait a minute. Nah, ain't the big guy up there shining down on you. Nah, it's Tartarus looking up at you. That's what's going down. So you think. What do you know? A civilian. Don't mess with a support item? This town is ours to protect. Yeah! Oh my god, Horikoshi, I swear to fucking god. You need to bring the vigilantes up in this bitch. You need to bring Pop Step. You need to bring Koichi. Bring the vigilantes. Bring them. This is the perfect time for this. Witness report from Shinjuku. It's the cider house gang from Shion prison. Get over there. Wash out! Yeet! Wash! The seeds have already been sown. Those poor citizens expect a hero, and when they want to defend themselves, support will already be within their reach. Against villains, this is why the Second Amendment is important, folks. Against villains, ordinary citizens without any combat training will arm themselves. Vigilantes! Bring on Koichi! Motherfucker! Bring it! This is why you need to read Boku no Hero Academia illegals. And create even greater damage by getting the whole neighborhood caught in the crossfire. Wash, within just 2 days, these kinds of incidents are only increasing nationwide. All right, Horikoshi, I know where you got this from. For one thing, you got this from what we've been seeing here in the States on Riot Live PD. You got that from this. And what this is showing you, and by the way, is what defund the police happens. This is what happens. We've seen it on Riot Live PD, Seattle especially, and New York City, and we've seen it to an extent in LA. We've seen it, you've seen it in Portland especially. But, why say DC as well? No. But this is what will happen. This is the result of what will happen if shit keeps happening like this. Is when you get rid of law enforcement, then what happens is it's going to create a power vacuum like this. This is why if you don't have vigilantes, like Ouija, for example, aka the crawler, you don't have the crawler there, then it's gonna get bad. Like this. You're too late. What the hell is wrong with you? Look what happened. You guys tell us to stay inside our houses and we still get dragged into things. Well, Wash, what have you been doing? Again, this is shit we have been seeing on Riot Live PD. Let's run a cycle straight to the hospital. Cleaning bubbles. The heroes had dwindled away. Again, we've been seeing this on Riot Live PD. The damage deserves no punishment lighter than seppuku. A senior in the industry, and we've seen this in One Punch Man as well. A senior in the industry who reached a degree of fame and achievements, and had continued working with the same ethic he had in his youth. Number 9 hero Yori Musha announced his sudden retirement. I just don't want it. You talk big about slitting your belly, but you're just resigning? What are we supposed to do now that you quit? You're just dodging responsibility. Screw you all, man. I was your fan. With this began a wave of resignations among the heroes. Again, what we are seeing here. And from a world that had only known peace came quite a number of people. People who have now begun to question what the meaning of a hero was. And there's a I am not a hero on All Might. I know where you're getting inspired by this, Horikoshi. I ain't dumb. For those of you that ain't watching Riot Live PD, you should. First of all, you should. Second of all, yeah. This is what we've been seeing. We've been seeing this kind of shit happen since late May, early June is when this really started happening. We've been seeing all of this. We really have. And what's more odd is how they began to filter through the heroes. Is that who I think this is? Oh my God! And the people decided to place all that blame on a one man's shoulders. I know what you motherfuckers are gonna be thinking. I know what you guys are gonna be thinking. No, I am not going to make that freaking comparison. I am not going to make that comparison. Because that would be very cultist. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Even though you can make the argument that yes, it is very much like that. Very much is so. Very much is so. Anyway, you'll be happy to know Shotokan is going to be okay. You barely made it out alive yourself, Endeavor-san. I'm cheering for your recovery. I can breathe. My head is fuzzy. The anesthetic still hasn't worn off. I'm alive. Come dance with your son here in hell. He knew I would have survived because he knew the kind of man I am. I couldn't even move. Deal with this later. In that moment, as my son faced a crisis, I completely froze up. Bastinas himself is an inconsistency to part of the accusations, but I can't deny the truth. I was deemed a failure. It wasn't long before I was tossed aside and forgotten. Endeavor doesn't have an ounce of empathy for others inside him. A self-righteous man who wallows in his own self-importance. It's all coming back to me. Everything that I've done in my past. Even though I've survived, Endeavor is dead. Yep. He's a mass murderer, but I can't fight my son. He's crying. Shoto! Dad, how convenient we all just got here. Are you guys unharmed? Why are you crying? Sorry. I'm truly sorry. It's too late. The regret and guilt for my crimes. It's all weighing on me now. Now my heart is... Your heart is what? Regrets, guilt. Everybody's carrying those feelings much more than you. Ray, why are you here? I came to talk about our family. And about Toya! Oh my god! So chapter 300 is titled The Hellish Todoroki Family 2. Woo! Now this is what I call a chapter 300. Oh my god, a 300 chapter. Holy shit, Horikoshi, this is much better than what you gave us in chapter 200. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. So let me give you my thoughts here. This, and what we're going to get in chapter 301, is going to be incredibly powerful. This is going to make everybody cry. Holy shit. Holy shit. But I'm going to say this about, let me say this about the chapter, and then I'll get into why I'm going to say that this, and the next maybe couple of chapters are going to be extremely powerful. So what I really want to see, and I'm gonna, because Furuhashi, aka the mangaka of Vigilantes, follows me on Twitter. Oh, I'm gonna be and I've been telling Furuhashi you need to do this, but I'm gonna tell him, I'll tweet him more, and I'm gonna make sure this happens. So something that I gotta say about this chapter is this is exactly what we've been seeing again on Riot Live PD. We've been seeing this shit happen. Because especially again in New York City, we're starting to see it in Los Angeles. We've seen it in Portland. We've seen it in Seattle. We've seen it. Have we seen it anywhere else in particular? I can think of off the top of my head. Oh yeah, and we've seen it in DC. We've definitely seen it in DC. And I think in Philadelphia, too. I can't remember. But yeah. Anyway, so here's... wait. Do I want to say Olympia as well? I can't... Yeah, I kind of want to mainly... No. I'm mainly going to say those cities for now. So, we're seeing this happen in those 5 cities I mentioned in particular. Oh, San Francisco. That's the other city I was thinking of. And San Francisco as well. We've been seeing this because of the defund the police movement. Because what happens, and as we've seen happen here, is a power vacuum is created, and someone's going to fill that vacuum, and the citizens have taken up arms. They're defending themselves, and what ends up happening is more property ends up getting destroyed. It does, especially with citizens that don't know how to fight. Again, this is why it's important to have a Second Amendment like we do and be trained in this shit. Be trained and know how to fight. Because when you have citizens like this that don't know how to fight, they're going to destroy shit in the crossfire. It's just going to happen. Because, as again we've seen on Riot Live PD, these motherfuckers are going to come into the residential neighborhoods and harass people. Whoa, we've definitely seen it. We've seen this shit. Yeah, you have the right to protest. Yes, that's part of right to free speech. Part of your First Amendment. Coming into the neighborhood, and that's in public squares. Coming into the residential neighborhoods to arrest people, nah, that's not cool. The best example of this, of what we're talking about here, is, I'm going to give a really good example. The CHOP. this is the best example, is Chop, which was in Seattle back in late June. For those of you that don't remember Chop in Seattle, Chop was an autonomous zone over by the East Precinct. And there was no police up in there, and boy did it get chaotic. There ended up being a few people dead up in there. Oh man, there was. And Warlord Raz, we don't know what the fuck happened to him, by the way. Warlord Raz, I remember when Chop was created, and I saw it created via Riot Light PD. He was passing out guns and shit. Oh god, it was just crazy. But yeah, so you have, again, as I said, a power vacuum is going to be created. There were security guards there. Oh, now I remember the other city. Minneapolis. That was the other one. Minneapolis was another one. And Minneapolis actually still has an autonomous zone, but no one can film in there, so we don't know what the fuck is going on up in Minneapolis. We don't. Just so you know. And LA had an autonomous zone as well. If you want footage of that, go to Josh Freeman on YouTube. You will see it. But yeah, so Chop is a really good example of this. It really is. But another example of this would be the Red House in Portland. That would be another example. Oh god, and they were harassing the neighbors and shit. They're getting sued now. Whew, they're getting sued. But yeah, what we're seeing in this chapter is we have seen it. We've seen shit like when they were LARPing at the courthouse. We've seen it when, and again in Minneapolis, when they were lighting shit on fire. We've seen it in Kenosha. We saw when they burned Kenosha down. I'm telling you, we've seen what they're talking about in here. We've seen it. We saw it, we saw when they looted all that shit in Chicago. Oh God, yeah. We've seen the destruction again in Seattle. Oh God, they fucking do stupid shit. We've just seen it. We have, just in general, we have seen it. And also in regards to like the statues, ooh, we've seen it too. We've seen several statues get taken over the summer. Get vandalized and knocked down. We not as much as now as we did back in the summer, but we saw, oh my god, the poor Portland elk statue, for example. That poor statue. Oh, the elk did not deserve that. But elk is okay. Just the fountain got fucked up mainly. So like elk is okay. We've seen like these fuckers put like colonizers and all that shit and slave owners, all this kind of stuff on there. Like that's why when I see the I am not a hero on there, that's what it makes me think of, is all that shit. I'm surprised they did not take down the All Might statue. Why didn't they take down the All Might statue is a very good question. I'm surprised they didn't do that. That would be that would be the next step, is taking down the All Might statue. Very curious about that. Let's get I'm telling you, Horikoshi getting inspired by what's going on in the States. But anyway, let's talk about what we're getting here at the end of this chapter. It continues on with the theme that we saw, or that we've been seeing for a while now, which is about redemption. We saw it technically we did see it with Twice. We've been seeing it with Endeavor for a while. We're gonna get even more of it with Endeavor. Hawks is having the start of his redemption arc. Let's see, who else? Toga, I would say she was starting to get her redemption in all reality. But god damn it, like seriously, the next couple of chapters are just going to be extremely powerful. They are. I can't wait to find out about their family, about Toya. This is going to be amazing. But I'm going to say this as well. Horikoshi, why the fuck are you not mentioning the vigilantes? This is some bullshit. You need to bring the vigilantes up in here. You need to. You made Vigilante Boku no Hero Academia Illegals canon a while ago. You need to use that shit. I don't understand why you aren't using vigilantes. You should. You need to show the other side of this, which is the rise of the vigilantes. Needs to happen. You already kind of given because Horikoshi kind of set this up. Horikoshi set up the vigilantes coming in here. So I got a feeling we're going to be seeing the vigilantes. I'm holding out that we're going to see Koichi up in here. The only thing is though, with Koichi and Pop, we don't, and this is why I don't think we're going to see them, is because vigilantes is still going. So, and we don't know what's going to happen with Koichi and Pop just yet. But, man, I just want to see, like, even if we don't see Koichi and Pop, I want to see vigilantes. Give us vigilantes, even if it's not Koichi and Pop, Horikoshi. You can give us new vigilantes. Do it. Fuck, give us Knuckle Duster! Have him show up, because we don't even know if he's dead or not! You could give us Knuckle Duster, and I'd be happy! Shit, man! Just give us vigilantes, Horikoshi! That's all I want. All I want is, like, a rise, since the heroes are backing down. This is, especially with, the Hero Commission gone, this is the time to have the vigilantes come in. Seriously, if we don't get vigilantes up in here, I'm gonna be pissed. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is the time to bring the vigilantes up in this bitch? And what do you guys think about what's gonna go down with the Todoroki family? I'm really excited to see what we're gonna get with Toya, especially. This is gonna be very fascinating. Oh god, I really just want vigilantes. Holy shit. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing, I'm going to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Boku no Hero Academia content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wish list. All is in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.